Tariff here is sending the dollar higher and the euro versus US dollar lower. I'll go through the technicals now for this currency pairs as we tumble to the downside. So let's get started. Looking at the hourly chart, the low price that we saw in the late Asian, early European session came within this swing area here, defined by a number of different swing lows and swing highs going back in time. You can see the number of different times that the price either bottomed or topped out in this area right through here, including this week's trading, and coming into that area gave the buyers the go ahead to push higher, and we tried to move above the 100 and 200 hour moving averages. The blue line right here is a 100, the green line is a 200 hour moving average. But then we had an announcement from President Trump that the tariffs in Canada and Mexico would indeed go into effect on March 4th, also a 10% increase in China tariffs, raising their tariffs, total tariffs 20%, I think, pushed the price sharply to the downside. Higher dollar, higher rates, inflation fears, all that other stuff coming into play. And we have fell below this swing area that increased the bearish bias. What next? Well, if you take a look at the Fibonacci retracement from the February low to the high price of February, which, by the way, was a triple high up through here, the 38.2% retracement comes in at 1.04065. Also, near that level, if you go to the daily chart in the euro versus US dollar, is the 50% midpoint of the move up from the 2022 low to the 2023 high. That 50% midpoint comes in at 1.04053. So 50% at 1.0453 off the daily chart. The 38.2% retracement of tick and a half above that level, or less than that, at 1.04065. So this is going to be the next key target, a level for the euro versus US dollar. Be aware of that level. Note that back here in trading last week, the price actually fell below that level and also below the 200 hour moving average at the same time, but it was very short lived and we saw the bounce back to the upside. So you might want to give it a little bit to this low right here as the next key swing level for the euro versus US dollar. Move below this area and increases the bearish bias, and we expect further downside potential. So be aware that despite the move to the downside and increased bearish bias, this area might be a level where there might be cause for pause as both buyers and sellers figure out, do we want to break below that key support and move further to the downside, or bounce off of it and keep what has been a bullish February intact for the euro versus US dollar. That's in play. So let's be aware and be prepared. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.